Hey y'all, and welcome back to Leonard Creek Farm. All right, guys, we have just got home from town, and I'm going to tell y'all something. Have you all checked on the prices of rabbit nesting boxes in your area or online? Here's the thing. I'm not going to spend $30 on a nesting box that's made out of some kind of cheap plywood material at my farm store. I'm not doing it. And I got online and it's the same price. It's like $30 and then you're going to have to pay shipping. Guys, I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. Now, in the past, we have used DIY nesting boxes, which consisted of milk crates. A problem with milk crate is that have the holes on the side. Our last time that Clover kidded, one of her baby's heads got stuck in it and we like to never got the head out. And so we're not going to be doing that anymore, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do instead. In our area, these are known as like wash tubs. That's what people call them around here. I'm going to go ahead and show you the tag for them. By the way, these are not sponsored. I am going to tell you the name of them, obviously, so that if you want to purchase them, you can. But here they are. They're large enough for my large rabbits, but not so large that babies are going to be floating around in here. They do have a solid bottom on them, and I'm going to talk to you about what we're going to do about the solid bottom. But they're wide enough at the rim, and they're wide at the top, so I can see what's going on. Also, I feel like this is going to be easier to clean. Another reason why we chose these is because, look, there's no bend. Look, they're not bending. These are solid. These are solid pieces. Now, typically, plastic is not going to be a good idea because rabbits are going to chew through them. Usually, they're going to chew on the edge. So, if you notice something, the edges is a different kind of plastic. So, this is like I don't know, it's like a soft plastic. This is a hard plastic. And so I know that they're going to chew on them, but I don't think it's going to be, like they're going to chew through them. We'll see how these go, but I really think that this is going to work. So they're the Sterilite tubs. It doesn't actually say the name of it. It's just the Sterilite brand. 18 quart. So it's a little over 16 inches long. The width is 14 and the height is a little over 8. So there's your, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's not wanting to focus. So. But that's the measurements. This is the brand. We were looking for tubs as an alternative to your typical nesting boxes. The nesting boxes you can find at Tractor Supply are just like hollow, go all the way through. They're made out of like a cheap wood. And I just couldn't like bring myself to spend $30. It'd been $30 after tax on a box, one, that I could make at the house for probably less, but two, that they're just going to chew through. And it's a lay box. I mean, it's important in one sense because you do want them to feel comfortable in it, but in another sense, it's not so important that it needs to be, $30. And some people are perfectly okay with that. Some people would say that's not a bad price. It's not a horrible price. It's not that I can't afford it. It's just I don't want to. I don't want to spend that. And so we were looking for an alternative. And to be honest, there is not much online. I looked for like DIY nesting boxes, DIY boxes for rabbits to give birth, and couldn't hardly find anything. I looked. It was like it would show like how to build them and stuff. But there's the other thing. Like I paid $4 for these. A little over $4. So we'll say $5. It was $15 for 3 of them. And if they destroy this, if they ruin this, that's $4. You know what I mean? I could go to Lowe's and buy the lumber and stuff, and I could build them. But the amount of time it's going to take to go buy the lumber, to load the lumber, to bring the lumber, to build, I could just buy one of these cheap tubs for $4 that seems to be, I mean, I'm going to show you again. It seems to be pretty solid and pretty high quality for $4. A lot of times when you have nesting boxes, you're going to have wire on the bottom of it, or you're going to have a hollow bottom. That way poop and urine and stuff can go through. They're going to poop on the hay regardless, but the urine is going to be your biggest concern. And a lot of times the urine gets soaked up in the hair and in the hay that you put in the nesting box. They're going to poop and pee. The babies are going to poop and pee in it regardless. So what I plan to do, and I might be able to do it in this video, we'll see. I've got some errands to run again. I'm going to drill holes along the edges and probably through these ridges. There's little ridges in the bottom, as you can see here, and I'm going to drill in between these holes. That way the urine can go through. Obviously the poop's not going to go through, but the poop typically, you know, it's not really going to go through anyways. It's going to get caught in the fur and the hay. I've seen people use totes as well, some large totes with lids. I don't really find that I have any problem with having open tops on my nesting boxes. Every nesting box that I've ever used, like I said, we've used the milk crates. I've built a nesting box or two, and I didn't really have any problems with it being an open top. I know a lot of them say to cover it, and it keeps the heat in and stuff, and I mean, it very well might keep the heat in, but if they need covers, we can, you know, put a cover on it. But that's the thing, is these are, you know, cheap, but I feel like they're going to work. And here's the depth of them. I want to go ahead and show you, you know, it's deep enough that, you know, you're not going to have any spillage or any babies coming out, but it's not so deep that a rabbit is not going to be able to jump in here. They're not going to have any problem getting in here to feed their babies. And it's also ample amount of room. This is, you know, like my elbow to my fingers length for them to fit in. So I really think that this is going to be good for babies. We are in here in the garage, and we're going to drill a hole in the bottom of this and see how they work. Oh, let me get this tightened up on here. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do one and see what I think. These should be wide enough holes. Half inch apart. I'm gonna drill them all the way around, like I said, and then I'm gonna drill it on the ridges. Y'all don't need to see all that, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. There's the holes. That should be good. I feel like that's gonna drain good. Can y'all kind of see the light through it? Alright, y'all, I am pretty pleased with how that turned out. So I did 3 holes through the center, and then I did holes all the way around. And I'm thinking, like, when it's sat down, this is like bent up. The bottom comes up, you know, kind of like in a hump. It's not flat. And so I don't even know if I needed those holes in the center, but I went ahead. Sorry, that dust is coming. I went ahead and drilled the holes through the center, but I think it's just going to drain. But that should be, I mean, that should be enough drainage holes. Yeah, y'all can see that. That should be plenty. I don't think we're going to have no problem with that. It didn't affect the integrity at all. Like, it's still not flimsy. So I think those are going to work. I'm not going to work on the rest of them today. Like I said, I've got to go, I'm going to run some errands with my mother-in-law. But I'm glad that I got this done, so I've kind of got an idea of what I want and what I'm looking for. I think if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, a DIY alternative to some rabbit nesting boxes, I believe we got our winner here with these. I know I don't have a doubt in my mind that they're going to work out. I will keep you updated on them, though. We'll see. Next week, Wednesday, will be the day that we're going to put the nesting box in for Clover. She's usually my girl that runs a little bit late. She's even run 7 days late on me. So we'll have to see. But I think the girls are going to love the nesting boxes. I've got two 2 does, seasoned does, proven does here, and then I've got 1 doe that this is going to be her first kidding, so we'll see how well they do. We'll see how well they like the nesting boxes. But I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and hopefully we can see you on the next one. Y'all leave a comment down below and let me know if you do something different, if you do a DIY nesting box, or what your recommendations are for nesting box. But anyways, we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you later. Bye.